the one, the only, Benzion Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Daily Double. Today we're doing Maseches Eiruvin, Paraches, Mishnah Zayin and Ches. Mishnah Zayin says, Amas Hamayim Shi Overes B'Chatzar. Let's say you have a stream of water. That's not, we talked about yesterday about if you have a pit of water in the middle of the Chatzar. But here we're talking about a stream of water that's coming from outside the Chatzar, right? And it's running through the Chatzar. Right? Even one Chatzar, you can't fill up water on from on Shabbos. Elim can't ask on the Chizak but you have to make actively a new wall, specifically for this Amas Hamayim, where it's obvious that you're making it for the Amas Hamayim, and place the wall, 10 Tvachim wall, which is considered a Mechitza of Chol Torah Kula, and the whole Torah Mechitza has to be like 10 Tvachim. Put it in the entrance to where it enters your Chatzar and where it leaves your Chatzar, and that shows, we say, good Aches Mechitza. It lowers it, and therefore it makes it from, normally we're talking about an Amas Hamayim, which is 10 Tvachim deep and 4 Tvachim wide. It's normally a carmelis, but now you put walls there, you made it into a Shayachim, and therefore you can use it. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Kosa Shagab Batidom Mishum Mechitza. Rabbi Yehuda says you don't know you to do that. Presumably Chatzeiros have walls around them. You don't have to make a special wall for it, right? According to the Rabbanan, even if there's walls there, I have to make a new wall, right, specifically for the Amas Hamayim. Amar Rabbi Yehuda Ma'asav Amos Shal Avel Shayum Malin Min Alpiz Kenim B'Shabbos. He says there was an incident where it was true. Place in Avel where they had walls in the Chatzar. They didn't make new walls. Amrulo Mibnei Shaloya Bakasher. No, the reason they don't make new walls over there is because it wasn't 10 Tvachim deep or 4 Tvachim wide, which doesn't make it a carmelis. It's just a small, narrow, it's like a drip of water, water running through your Chatzar. Someone pours water into your Chatzar. That's not Amas Hamayim. It's not a carmelis. It was already part of the Shayachis. Therefore, you don't have to make new walls. But if it was 10 Tvachim deep and 4 Tvachim wide, then you would specifically have to make new walls. We'll talk in Iyam and see in the Machlokas. This goes back to, we don't pass on like Rabbi Yehuda, just like we don't pass on Rabbi Yehuda in Mishnah Vav, which talks about Rabbi Yehuda says if there's a wall there, you don't have to make a new wall. The Machlokas is, do you have to make a new wall, or is the wall that's already there suffice? The Machlokas is a good Achis Mechitza. We'll talk more about that in Iyam and see on a very mitzion, a very fundamental Machlokas. Chet Gezustra Shilam Alam in Amayim. Let's say you have a porch above water. I don't know. You live in Venice or something like that. Your house has a porch that's extending over the water. And mamalinim on a b'Shabbos. You can't take water and bring it to your porch. Even like you put a hole, let's say a small hole in your porch, and you want to, put a pipe there, or some lower, I don't know, a pail or something like to the water through the hole. You can't do that. Elim can ask the mechitza. You have to make a wall, like we said, in order to use the concept of good achas mechitza. You have to make a wall 10 Tvachim. Ben Milmal, Ben Milmata. Doesn't matter if the wall is down from underneath your porch or on top of your porch. Around the hole, you make a mechitza all around the 10 Tvachim. Once you make the mechitza, we say, like we don't pass on the making the mechitza makes good achas mechitza if you make a special wall for this. Ben Milmal, Ben Milmata. Let's say you have an apartment building and there's two porches, one hanging over the other one. They made a wall for the top one, but not for the bottom one. Until they make an Eruv, right? It works, right? The holes are aligned one on top of another. So if the top one makes a mechitza, but they don't have an Eruv Chatzeros over, they're not joined together. So the bottom one can't go through the top one can't go through the bottom one because they're not one unit. So therefore, there's a problem with Eiruvin Chatzeros. However, if the bottom one would make walls by itself, they would have no problem. The top one doesn't interpose between them, so they could be mamala. Obviously, the top one could be mamala. However, even if the top one just makes the wall themselves, if they make an Eiruvin Chatzeros, they're joined together, considered one unit. So then you can use the mechitza of the top one, both for the top one and for the bottom one. That's the conclusion of today's share. Stay tuned for Iyam Etzion, where I discuss a very fundamental machlokas about what the prospect, what the understanding of good achitz or good asik mechitza means. It comes often in Maseches Sukkah. We talk about it, and we'll discuss what really a mechitza does, what a mechitza of 10 Tvachim really is. Ian Mitzion coming up next.